Ice got my nigga leaning, now he swerving. Hit the plug, free up for another.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. The Midsummer Classic between the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on MLB Network. I'll be joined in the booth by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, but before we turn to them, let's check out the starters for this year's American and National League All-Star teams. Final preparations being made on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on MLB Network, and it comes your way next.
Nobody stop you. I'm on the king getting shot up my pocket. You find me in birds in the hood of the project. Even raising both kids, so you know that she got it.
Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
And stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He will lead this one off today.
DJ LeMahieu.
First delivery to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Pitch on the way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Our game time temperature pushing up close to 90 degrees, 89 degrees to be exact at first pitch. 1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number one.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. But I don't think people realize how good he patrols the outfield. The ability to play all three positions with speed and a bazooka for an arm.
Mike Trout comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
1-1, here it comes. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
That's hitting 101 right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
So here's Jose Abreu. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. His numbers against Trevor Bauer has totaled 13 base hits in 52 tries. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
The 1-1.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away. You have to regroup. You're not seeing that again.
Grounded back up the middle. Solano for 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. It's the American League nothing. National Leaguers coming to bat. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, exclusively on MLB Network. Number 57 will be tasked with the starting pitching assignment for the away team. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Now here it comes. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Fouled away. Full count, here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground, and he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And the senior circuit has a man in scoring position. They've got a leadoff double.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized cutter away, stayed inside it, was able to drive it the other way.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Now the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. Mayhew's got it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Ready. 3 men.
All right, let's check out the American League All-Stars on defense. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
1-0 delivery.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the three-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot. He obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
My friend living there, mama sees something working, I can understand it. I lived through all these battle scars, a smile is how I vanish. When I make it to the top, they'll ask me how I ever managed. These some dark rhymes, living in these dark times, working 9 to 5, meanwhile.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
And in steps Manny Machado as it's grounded sharply to first. Throw in time and the side is retired. We played an inning, no score here on MLB Network. Striding forward now is the DH, Nelson Cruz. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Nelson Cruz.
Now here's the first offering.
My brain can't take this pain. Maintain. Old flame. It's kind of lame. Switch lanes. Maintain. I need racks. Right now. It's coming later.
A ball and a strike.
Watch I get when the money grow. Watch I get when the money grow. Watch I get when the money grow. Just watch I get when the money grow. I don't need love, need a murder. Fake tank roll, that's hysterical. Just
1-1.
watch I get when the money grow. Come watch I get.
Swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Watch I get. Mixing the juice with the Bombay sips. Got a shade on and the dark boost this. But that boy too cool, need no ice on his wrist. Trying to get loose with the LA hips. Got it on the east side for this Maryland. Get a piece out.
1-2.
Gotta crack my roof when I spark that.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
At the plate now, Jose Ramirez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. nobody on. And up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Not a good 3-0 swing as he was well behind the fastball there.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ring off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And this one misses inside. A ball he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Bauer paws it.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Jimenez is off at first with 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. So now into the box is Marcell Ozuna. Prior history in this matchup, he's a .333 hitter. First pitch on the way.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
The 0-1 pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. So 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by LeMahieu. And that's out number 1.
All right, let's check out the American League All-Stars on defense. And I'm going to focus today on Tim Anderson. And when I say his name, I think quick feet. Not only defensively at the shortstop position, but also putting the defense on their heels. When he gets on base, look for him to take off. And he's got a strong arm as well from shortstop.
Here now is Juan Soto, and it's fouled away. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. And he fouls this one off. 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Bottom of the second here with no score. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Soto is retired, 2 down now. Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that brings up JT Realmuto. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now the 1-0.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. His numbers against Trevor Bauer comes in with 6 hits in 30 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. The batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
And up steps Salvador Perez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Anderson gets his lead at first, nobody out. This one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
1-1. Taking the strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
That call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Count and the pitch. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. I think he stays out there.
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Stepping in once again is Mike Trout, singled in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. Fouled off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws his good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. set the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 pitch. Pitch popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. He set the 2-2, fouled away. The 2-2 pitch, line towards center field, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. Played 2.5, no score on MLB Network. Bottom of the third now, and set to go is the second baseman, Donovan Solano. And now the first pitch. Now the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding his zone.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. On the run is Hernandez. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So next to bat will be Ronald Acuna. Lifetime against this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch of the AB now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
Tell me why you wanna drive me crazy.
And 2 now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go to the top of the order.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Stepping in next, Mookie Betts. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
When that threat of running's on first base, man, does that change the whole pitcher's mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fastball just mid above the zone. Acuna stands at first with 1 out. Good riding action to that thing, and it's ball and 2 strikes.
So many people wonder what they doing in life. I try to tell them, see my dog.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Throw over to first. Hit sharply on the ground. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. NL goes down quietly. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up in this part of the lineup.
Outside, 2-1. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on the way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. No runs, 2 hits, no errors thus far for the American League. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
1-1. He's running. Fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
At the plate now is Eloy Jimenez. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. As a look, now the pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can.
First and second here with nobody out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And a relay home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. Two guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Next up, Tim Anderson. Here's the first pitch.
He's been great on the mound up until this inning, and yeah, he and his guys are behind 2-0 now, but if he can seal the leak and hold these guys right here the rest of the way, this is still going to be a start he can be proud of.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Jimenez, runner at second with one away. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
I'm a bank holder.
Just missing here, 2-0.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. But it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So So the batting order turns over now and set to go DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Bauer pauses. Here's the first pitch.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball well outside.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
On the ground, softly towards second. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's a lead for the American League, 2-0. Now at the plate is Fernando Tatis Jr. grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Manny, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful. Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The 1-0. And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Blind to shortstop, and there's 1 away. So after the line out on the fastball, might be a pretty good time to check out the pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And as you can see there, both guys topping out at 96 miles an hour. Into the box, Freddie Freeman struck out his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And it's 1-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. High in the air down the right field line. Waiting on it is Hernandez. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Manny Machado. He bounced out last time up. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Machado now on 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
2-1. No runs, just one hit, and one miscue on the line score for the NL. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Count still full, 3-2. And another foul ball. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner after all.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now to the plate, Marcell Ozuna, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit, ball 1. And that one misses badly, it's ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 now. Juan Soto would be next. The 3-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Hernandez. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. NL leaves 1. They're down 2-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that brings up Mike Trout.
The center fielder, Mike Trout.
First offering on its way. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Can't connect there, it's 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So now to the plate, Jose Abreu. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Here it comes. Short, hit hard. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
The designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. 1-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Abreu leads off first with 1 away. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Striding in is Jose. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First offering on its way. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And this one's in the dirt, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
Here's the 1-1 to 1-2 now. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Hard hit ball to second. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And they'll extend their lead either as the runs in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Now batting, left fielder.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0, and the way their pitcher's going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, towing the slab. He's on fire right now.
Max Fried takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Stepping in now, Eloy Jimenez as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
2-0 count, the pitch. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Next to stand in is Teoscar Hernandez. For his career in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. he's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. A little bit outside. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. 2-2. That's laid off up for ball number 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, number 7.
And now in the box, Tim Anderson. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count leaving at 1. 1-1. Here it is. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
2 out, bases loaded. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Here's the payoff pitch. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. Clearly fired up to work out of that. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now it'll be Juan Soto, struck out in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto as he lines it out to center. All coming on hard as he makes the diving catch.
Number 7, second baseman.
Up next, Donovan Solano flew out last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Bouncer up the middle. Anderson scoops it up. A bare hand for 1. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for the National League. They trail it here 3-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be the power-hitting catcher, Salvador Perez. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Again, another foul ball. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Ready on 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped a base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Here's the 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. LeMahieu, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So now here is Jose Abreu. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Too high, 1-0.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
First and second now, one man out. 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Here it comes, the 3-0. That's popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play. You get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jose Abreu sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th.
Nelson.
Into the box now, Nelson Cruz. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Lifetime versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 2 down, runners at first and second. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. And he makes the play to end the inning. AL leave a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And here's Ronald Acuña Jr. now. Start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
First delivery to him. The cutter runs outside, ball one. Into the corner and slicing foul. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And no, strike three called as he gets a little help there. One away. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Mookie Betts. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Lifted in the air to center. Trout is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Junior.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the pitch.
Now, 1-2.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
Full count now.
Enjoy life. Life is too short to get bogged down and be discouraged or
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. NL down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. So here is Jose Ramirez. Singled home run in his last time up.
The third baseman, Jose.
Now the first pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Hit to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left field.
Now into the box, Eloy Jimenez. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
So if you choose to go, then bro, that's your decision. We coming from the floor to roof, that's pole position. And you ain't gotta ask me cause you know I'm with it. You at me, you say you really dumb in your pocket. Like a feeling like a let nobody stop you. I'm a whole kings inside of my pockets. You can find me in the birds of the hood of the project.
Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. Teoscar Hernandez waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking it.
Fouled off. The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Up next for the American League, the right fielder.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Jimenez stands at first with 1 out. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Set and the 2-1 pitch fouled away. That's it, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2. Tim Anderson is on deck. He's set and the payoff pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
The batter number 7. Shortstop.
So a new pitcher is set to enter the ball game right now, and it's the converted catcher, the hard-throwing right-hander Kenley Jansen. Tim Anderson will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch. Down the right field line, and that's going to be a fair ball. Jimenez rounds third and is digging for the plate.
Just a great at-bat there. That 1-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are 1 solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
To the plate now, Salvador Perez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that can happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
So now to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's gone just 2 for 13. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. A ball and no strikes. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Line to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of his slump. But this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Upgrade you.
Sound like Ace Town type of shit you play when you weigh pounds. I just hustle your bag, had her hands up and her face down. No playground, can't play round. I was 15 with a trade pound, turned 21 and got caved round.
At the plate, Jose Abreu, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats.
Off the job cause I'm sticking to the track. Cause I stick to the code. Don't give a fuck under this shit that you sold. Don't give a fuck about your gang cause they slug. I be with double and so.
The 1-0.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
The 1-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Soto is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The American Leaguers on top, 5-0. Last half of the 7th here, and that brings in Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Trout. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Got to go a long way to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track data. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 120 feet to bring it in. No doubt that grab saved extra bases. Here's Manny Machado now. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. windup and the 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Taken in by Abreu, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Digging in next, Marcell Ozuna. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First pitch on its way. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the National Leaguers. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Plate now is the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks in this one.
The designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
First pitch of the AB now. Here's the 0-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now. Now this is swung on and hit down to Machado at third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, third baseman, Ramirez.
Ready now is Jose Ramirez. He grounded out last time up. And now pitch on the way. The 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez. Now the 2-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Next, it'll be Eloy Jimenez. Here's the first pitch.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Now the 0-1. Yanked on the ground down the line, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Up next,
He was able to recognize that pitch early.
right
His
field.
eyes lit up on that one.
Oscar.
Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Raisel Iglesias gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th. In now to Oscar Hernandez. To the left side, but it's well foul. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. 1-2 now.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Here comes the 1-2. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Betts giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
So next to hit is Tim Anderson. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Jimenez, runner at first with 2 gone. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will get this one. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
The next 0-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Full count, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2, you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now at the plate, here is Salvador Perez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Looking to minimize the damage here.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one, and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and a couple of men left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the American League 6 and the National League nothing. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball, 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back even now at 2-2. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But, man, he's been good so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swinging, he struck him out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a call 2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout attack going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So now to the plate, Donovan Solano. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Trout coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless, he'll depart with the lead. Nick Anderson answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. Acuna digs in now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Now here's the first offering. Acuna is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2. From the stretch, Real Muto on second. Solano is over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
I really like that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him chased. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's Mookie Betts, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Loud contact by Mookie and a ball carrying well to left field. Looking up is Jimenez, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left, and with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
Stepping in now, Fernando Tatis Jr. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit hard on the ground to short. Anderson picks it up. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, D'Lo. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 5. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
2-0 count and the pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Three runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Ninth inning straight ahead. It's now 6-3. Edwin Diaz from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Second baseman, DJ.
First pitch on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Soto is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
The center field, number 27, Mike.
And now here is Mike Trout. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One out, nobody on. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
The 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. 3-1 now.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run, and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Betts. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Bullpen of Abreu.
So the next to bat will be Jose Abreu, head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, find a way right here. 2 outs. This guy's come in throwing bullets. If he can get this team into the dugout right here with another donut and they regroup, start passing the baton a little bit, we got ourselves some action.
1-1. Here it comes. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
Now the pitch. High in the air down the right field line.
Same mode. All I know is this same mode in the same city with the same pros. Think I'm fucking around, I'm in the same clothes.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The AL leads it 6-3. Liam Hendricks is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Manny Machado. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
First delivery to him. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hernandez is there to take this ball in, and Machado is down on just one pitch. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Hey, anytime you can get through 7 innings, Matty V, that's really a good quality start. Into the 8th inning, wasn't able to get out of the 8th, but he's still in line for the win. Needs a little help from his guys in the bullpen now.
And that'll bring in Marcelo Zuna as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Just open up shop, good dope, leave you land on the block. Ain't no love on the block. All I trust is my squad on God. Y'all niggas know squad go hard. You a hot nigga, then your ass get
I'm
barred.
set with the 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
Keep one on me like bars. Never been scared of that brush.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
All my niggas on hush. All my niggas gon' bust. Me go give me A++. Me go give me A++.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect your fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Juan Soto to the plate now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Started to go around there. Looked like he hit in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
6-3 the final score today. The American League took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Shane Bieber takes home the win. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.